Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to L Does Boxing. We back with another one. So we got these new WBO rankings. Just came out June of 2024. So we're gonna touch on it and know how we get down. Before I get into it, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Feel free to tap in with my social media. Scrolling across the bottom, Twitter, Instagram, and you can tap into the website, ldusboxing.com. Yes, sir. Angie Wise Fool in the building. What's good? Big up to the channel. I appreciate you. Salute. What's good with you? Alright, we're gonna get to it, man. Get straight to it. So you can find the rankings on the WBO website. They normally come out like the second or third week of the month. So pretty much like clockwork for them. And we're gonna take a look. So heavyweight division. Let me make sure everything is good. Yeah, heavyweight division. So Usyk and Fury, we seen the undisputed fight. We're gonna get that fight again, the rematch, December 21st. I think it's gonna be a better fight. We'll see how Fury come out because either one got to make the adjustments. So we already know about that. Parker is the interim champion. So Parker is interesting. Coming off of two big wins over Wilder and Zane. So we're gonna see what they have for him. I mean, I like a fight with him and Caballero. I think that makes sense actually. If he can get AJ the rematch, he may deserve it after beating those two opponents. So we'll see what's up for him. But he's the interim champion. And then AJ supposed to announce his fight next week on the 25th. It's looking like it's going to be Daniel Dubois. So we'll see what's up with that. If that fight happened, that'd be September the 21st in the UK. So that'd be a big event for them. They got Tyson Fury at number 2. That shit always weird seeing him in the rankings because he been champion for a minute. WBC champion. You got Zane. Zane got a lot of options too. Maybe Zane and Parker on the rematch. We got Big Baby Anderson. He got McCauley August the 3rd. That's a big fight right there for this division for sure. Two undefeated. Well, McCauley is not undefeated. He lost to Michael Hunter, but he's still a tough challenge for the undefeated Jared Anderson. Probably the toughest of his career. So we're gonna see. We got something coming. Hey, we might hear something about Fabio Worley. He posted running back with Frazier Clark, and their first fight was real good. So hopefully they can run it back. Look like it may be on the AJ card in September. Alright, Dubois, Huni. So everything else is looking the same. You know what I'm saying? We got some solid fighters in the heavyweight division. Like I said, it woke up a little bit because of the Saudis' interest in the heavyweight division, so that's good. Moses Atamu, that's a young heavyweight from Queensberry. He come in at number 12, so he may be in position to make a move. You know what I'm saying? He's a good-looking prospect as well. Joe Joyce versus Shazora, that should be July 27th. So yeah, heavyweight division looking alright. Alright, so cruiserweight division. Chris Smith defended his WBO title against his mandatory, Richard Rappaport, in the rematch. Won a pretty fight, but Chris Smith, CBS, he got the victory. After the fight, he called out Zerto for unification. That can work. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about coming to Vegas for that. So we'll see. That's solid. I'll take that. Number 14, Jack Massey, who fought on that undercard. He beat Isaac Chamberlain. That might be the most realistic fight. We have to see what happens with Zerto. I know Zerto come off of appendix surgery, so he should be out until like maybe the fall. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But Massey, he got a good victory over Chamberlain, so that should be an easy fight to make against him versus Chris Smith. They pretty much fight the same too. Michael Cesalek, he's number 1. He was supposed to face Isaac Chamberlain, but he pulled out. So right now, CBS don't have a mandatory because he just fought his mandatory. And you got some good names though, and some notable names. Breathers, I like him. You know what I'm saying? Former world champion, but he older. Brandon Glanson, so he got a nice ranking right here. He went over to Russia and beat Igorov last month. He might fight number 10, Omar Salamov. I seen those guys facing off recently. So yeah, that's what's up, man. Light heavyweight. So Beterbiev and Bivol is back on. We got October the 12th. You know what I'm saying? So looking forward to that. The WBO ordered Bowaxy versus Hutchinson. So they already ordered them to negotiate. Purse bid is set for, I think, next week, the 25th. So yeah, that's a good fight too. So Bowaxy and Hutchinson for the WBO interim, that would fit perfectly on the undercard of AJ and Dubois too, up in the UK. That's a solid fight. You got Anthony Yard, Ramirez. So you got solid guys. Jesse Hart, number 7. I want to see what Callum Smith going to do if he's going to come back. I think he got some smoke if he want to come back. Dan Aziz, he's number 11. He ain't look good in his last fight. He ain't look good. He got a draw, so we'll see. But we want to see the big one, though. Undisputed, Baturbia and Bivol. That's the one we want, for sure. Super middleweight. So we had a lot of news this week about the super middleweight division with Canelo and William Skull making a deal. It may be a step-aside agreement. Canelo may face Berlanga. Then we got Benavidez saying that he's willing to go back to 68. So we'll see what's up, man. But Canelo, undisputed. We all know that. J.A. Dixon in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. So we just waiting to see what Canelo gonna do. So normally when he fights in September, we probably won't hit nothing until like early July. Well, actually, right around his birthday. I believe his birthday like July 18th. I just remember that shit because every year around his birthday, that's when he announced his fight for September. That's how I remember that shit. I don't like I be stalking dude. But yeah, Canelo versus Berlanga seems like the fight. They may do well, you know, because Puerto Rico versus Mexicans. So let's see if the Puerto Ricans can come out if it's in Vegas, and let's see how that shit sell. But yeah, Canelo pretty much do whatever. We got number 1, Pacheco. So Pacheco, look to see him back probably September, y'all. Probably September for Pacheco. King Mitch, what's good with you, bro? Salute. We might see Pacheco back in his in LA, Southern California, maybe in September. Eric Bayanza. So it's talks about him versus Munguia September 21st. That's a good fight. Good fight for Munguia coming off the loss. Good. It's a needed fight for Bayanza because he's number 2 here, and he top 5 across the board. So yeah, it's time for him to step up. He's been fighting in Canada, CB level competition. So yeah, Munguia, that's a nice bounce back for him. And Billy got Derevyanchenko. That's August the 17th. That's gonna be fireworks right there. That's fireworks. Kevin Sanjo just fought. Bake the Bully. Let's see if he can come back. He suffered a bad cut in his last fight on April 20th, so we'll see. Vladimir Shishkin, so he's number 10 right here, but he's number 2 in the IBF, so it's a possibility that Vladimir Shishkin can face William Skull for the IBF interim. We gotta see how that step-aside agreement worked out for Canelo and William Skull. So normally when they step aside, William Skull or the mandatory who stepped aside, they will get a fight on that card of Canelo. He'll get a fight on Canelo's card. So if they do interim, they could be Vladimir Shishkin. I know they got their fingers crossed for that. All right, middleweight. So we got Janibek, unified champion. He'll be back against Andre. I forget his name. Mihailovic. Andre Mihailovic from New Zealand. He gonna fight, and that's his IBF mandatory. They gonna fight July 13th. That's like 2 or 3 round fight for Janibek. Let's be honest. I want to see Janibek versus Carlos Adames. Janibek versus Lara. One of those. But we'll see. After his victory in July, I mean, Hamza Shiraz makes sense. Honestly, it makes sense because of the Saudis and shit. So I can actually see that fight too sometime this year. There's that Bentley that climbed back up to number 2. I mean, he came on short against Janibek. He got stopped by Felix Cash, who was fighting this weekend. So that's a nice ranking. Shane Mosley Jr., he's facing Dane Jacobs July the 6th. That's a super middleweight. Okay, Chris Eubank. So y'all know how the middleweight division is. It's not that crazy. You can kind of make a move. Like tomorrow night, Troy Isley versus Xavier Martinez. The winner of that will probably be in the top 15. Next month. So, and they're gonna get pushed pretty quick because the division is down right now. So if you got a nice team, you can make a move for sure. 154. So we got Sebastian Fundora is the WBO and WBC champion as of now. We all know the story behind it. Crawford gonna face Matt Renoff for the WBO interim and the WBA plus a WBC eliminator. So there's a bunch of shit going on in that fight. When is Lara fighting again? I have no idea. I mean, if we go off for recent years, at least another year to 18 months from his last fight. So I would guess second quarter of 2025, I guess. I'm just being honest. Because he ain't really active. He fight once a year, once every 2 years. So yeah, we know that story with Terrence Crawford and Matt Renoff. But Fundora, he got Earl Spence. Now y'all see Earl Spence came in number 6 in the new WBO rankings. He's already number 1 in the WBC. So when the last time y'all seen Earl Spence ranked in the WBO rankings? He was ranked in the WBO rankings in welterweight. But now when you see him right here, it gives a possibility that maybe, I don't know. It's just funny. I guess they're just doing that because he gonna fight Fundora. But I don't know if it's gonna be for both titles. Because Fundora, he's supposed to fight Crawford before the end of the year, or the winner between Crawford and Matt Renoff. So if he take a fight with Spence in October, that shit ain't gonna happen. So he'll probably get stripped. But it's just funny seeing. That's why I like doing this, because when you see names pop up like that, that shit caught my eye. Earl Spence Jr. number 6. So just had to throw that out there. That shit's funny. Always funny to see shit like that. Trail Hill, what's good with you, bro? Coda Kid in the building. What's good with you? Salute to you, bro. Alright, so moving on. So we got Cordell Booker moved up a couple of spots. He had a victory over the weekend. Solid. I like Charles Conwell, Ramos. So yeah, it's pretty much the same. Tim Tszyu, we might see him back. So Tim Tszyu is about to be cleared to train. Yo, I can see Tim Tszyu versus Jermell Charlo. I don't know why that shit hit me. I just feel it. I feel like when he come back, he gonna face Jermell Charlo. But we'll have to see. Virgil Ortiz will be back in August. I think either the 17th, the 10th or the 17th. And he's supposed to fight Sergey Bogochuk. So let's see. You know what I'm saying? That's a good ass fight. And we just seen Xander Zayas. Erickson Lubin is the highest rated contender in the IBF. So he may get an IBF title shot in the fall. So we'll have to see what's up. He said Nas went crazy on him. Yeah, he did. He was mad. During this time, he was mad, bro. Everybody was getting it. I think last weekend saying Frank stretched out made Spence rethink to come back. No, I don't think so. He coming back for sure. He just got to find a new trainer. That's it. Andrew Charles, what's good with you? You like Virgil? Yeah, I like Virgil too. He's a good fighter. That fight with Bogochuk, that's gonna be a fight of the year candidate. I'm biased Brand. What's good with you, bro? Yeah, salute to you. Yeah, y'all already see the algorithm. I'm definitely not gonna be on that shit. Y'all see what it is. We're gonna be talking about boxing in the midst of the drama for sure. Salute to you, bro. 147. So welterweight division. Crawford is still the champion as of now. As soon as he step in the ring with Matt Renoff, then Brian Norman gonna get elevated to full champion. And as y'all can see, they got Brian Norman right here, interim. You know what he did to Giovanni Santillan, crazy. So he'll get elevated, and then we'll see what they can do for Brian Norman. I know the Teofimo fight would be there for him on the top rank side. The top rank don't really got much, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I don't know. See Conor Ben, I would say Conor Ben, But Conor Ben, I don't know if he can fight or not. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what they do with Brian Norman. Maybe make a defense against somebody. You know what I'm saying? And then go for a bigger fight. So yeah, yes sir. I want to see them Charlo boys back in action and Castano. Yeah, Castano, he in the gym though. I don't know if he got something coming, but he's yeah, he been training at Man Roller's gym. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. So they got Gaiasev as number 1. So not sure if he would be Brian Norman's immediate mandatory, but he's also number 1 in the WBA, so he got options. So, you know, if you look at the landscape in welterweight, you know what I'm saying? You got Boots, IBF, Stanionis going to get elevated to WBA. They just elevated Mario Barrios, right? So this play right here, having Gaiasev at number 1, it's actually kind of smart because he's the mandatory in the WBA. If they trying to make, if they can make Boots and Stanionis for unification, then Gaiasev can try to go get that WBO. And if he can beat Brian Norman, bring it on back, you know what I'm saying, go come see Boots, because I think Boots going to wipe out everybody. I think he beats everybody. So that's just, I mean, we'll see. Like, seeing him at number 1 and seeing an interim champion, the interim champion probably have 1 voluntary, and then he's going to have to make a mandatory defense. And if it's a mandatory, it'll probably be Gaiasev. So I'm just, you know, throwing it out there, get y'all wheels running. You know what I'm saying? Because this boxing shit is kind of unpredictable. But you can kind of see shit coming too. You know what I'm saying? He said, I want to see them try. Oh, I said that before. Yeah, I want to see him back too, bro. Hopefully everything is good with him. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yo, he went crazy on that shit, bro. I know you already passed 68. Nah, you good, bro. You, whatever, bro. Do you think Berlanga is better than Pacheco? I think they pretty much even. I would favor Berlanga, actually. He probably got a little bit more experience. When he actually used his jab, he's solid. He got bigger power, but it's not by much though. I think Pacheco and him would be a good fight. Probably if they can fight this year or next year. So I would give it to Berlanga slightly, for real. A little bit more experience. So we got some new entries in the welterweight division. Number 13, Nicholas Flat. So, you know, he beat Jahad Tucker and he beat Brian Sabello. Those good wins right there. He's going to fight July the 10th on ProBox. He just re-signed with Samsung. And then John Carlos Torres came in number 14. So, like, I'm looking at that. I wonder what Carlos Torres got, what they got for him. That's a nice little ranking right there. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember him doing anything. So, yeah. Keep an eye on that. All right, so 140. Teofimo Lopez is the champion. He got Steve Claggett coming up next week. So we're gonna see, man. As far as my take on the fight, honestly, I don't really like it, to be honest. Consider what he could have had. You know what I'm saying? Because he turned down 2 fighters that I think was better. Ken Sims Jr. and Elvis Rodriguez. But I get it. And I feel like Teofimo don't need to be fighting guys to fit his style. He should be fighting the best guy out there. That's just me. Because I feel like Teofimo is one of the best fighters in the world. You know what I'm saying? He is. When he on his shit, he nice. He like that. So we're going to see. Hope it don't turn back and bite him. You know what I'm saying? Be careful what you ask for type of shit. Because Steve Claggett is coming straight forward. He ain't doing no lateral movement. He ain't bobbing no head. He ain't weaving. He coming straight forward throwing punches. And Teofimo should be able to tear that style apart. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see. Arnold Barbosa is number 1. So he is in talks to face Jack Catterall. Jack Catterall number 2. 1 versus 2, that can be a de facto eliminator right there. I like that because Teofimo's mandatory is not due until January, 18 months after he beat Josh Taylor for super champion privilege, right? So Barbosa and Catterall, I think August 24th, they opened up a new stadium in Manchester. They're trying to do that for Catterall. So Yo, that's a good fight though. I thought Barbosa lost his last fight though. I thought Sean McComb beat him easy, 8-2, 7-3, easy money for me. All right, so we'll see if that happens. Richardson Hitchens, so he's kind of like in a tough situation, but he kind of brought that shit on his own self though. But he's the IBF mandatory. You know, when we know Matisse lost, before that he was talking like he didn't want to fight Matisse. Then Leon Paro won. Now, you know what I'm saying? Eddie got other plans. He trying to get him to fight Calero, trying to get him to fight Haney. But I don't think he gonna fight those guys just yet. I think Paro not gonna be back until like the fall. Because I don't think he turned around. That he was in a tough ass fight. Even though he won, he took a lot of punishment too. You know what I'm saying? I think he even went to hospital, I heard. But nevertheless, Hitchens should be able, they should order the fight with Hitchens and Paro. IBF mandatory. But we gonna see. Oh yeah, bro. That shit was gift wrapped it, sprayed a little cologne on it, everything, bro. That dude, they wrapped that thing up nice for him. Jose Ramirez. So Jose Ramirez likely come back in the fall. Alright. My man Mike dropped that story. He was at the RGBA gym. So probably September, October for Ramirez. Sandor Martin, listen, you know his name is kind of hot. It's been linked to Devin Haney. They did the purse bid. Top Rank won the purse bid. Of course, he signed with Top Rank. Devin Haney looking like he's not going to face him with all this drama with him and Ryan Garcia. So we're gonna see. Now that's in the WBC. So we got the interim champion Alberto Playo. If he wins, I mean, if the title is vacant, I see Playo versus Sandor Martin for the WBC title. So we'll see. Josh Taylor, I don't know what he's gonna do. Regis, he kind of like in no man's land. He got one more fight left with Matchroom. I won't be surprised if Matchroom let him go. They don't got nothing for him. Alfredo Santiago, he had an upset victory over Angel Ferreira, so he come in number 10. Marquand Williams, new entry. He fought on the Golden Boy show in a couple weeks ago, June the 7th. So that's interesting too, because he's with Lou DiBella and he fought on the Golden Boy show. So you know Lou DiBella Golden Boy have some guys at 140. They got Ken Sims Jr., they got Arnold Barbosa, they got Jose Ramirez. They also have O'Hara Davies. So they still got stock at 140. So maybe Marquand Williams get to fight one of those Golden Boy guys. Jermaine Ortiz, Top Rank let him go, so I'm not sure what he's gonna do. Sean McCombs deserves a bigger fight, bro, for sure. Sandor Martin's a great opponent for Haney after being dropped 3 times. I know the bid was low as shit, but I'm saying I don't know. See, I don't know the value of the shit though, so I don't know if it was low or not high. You know what I'm saying? All I know is they knew they knew that was coming. And look, when they signed Sandor Martin, and we know Sandor Martin don't have no value, no name recognition. He's just a good fighter. Beat Mikey, gave Teofimo hell, right? But he don't really bring no value. So why would Top Rank sign him, right? So I'm looking at it like shit. They signed him because that can kind of lure Devin Haney back to Top Rank. And you can kind of entice him to get the Teofimo fight sometime soon. Maybe end of this year or top of next year, which would make perfect sense, right? So that's why when the press bid came out, I'm like, shit. But they so hung up on what Ryan Garcia doing, and you know that shit. They ain't even worried about nothing else, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm thinking they can go if they don't like the press bid. Shit, ask for more money to make the Teofimo fight. Get it back on that end, because that's gonna be a big fight. And you probably can do pay-per-view. I don't know if they could or not. I don't know, but that's what I was thinking. But who knows now? He wasn't bidding on the fight. He was bidding on that belt. Now I think he was bidding what the fight was worth, because if he was bidding on that belt, he would have gave whatever. You know what I'm saying? For real. I read the bid was slightly under. Yeah, it was like 2.4, some shit like that. But still, I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. 135. So Dennis Barancek. So he's a wanted man. He's a WBO champion, beat Navarrete. So we'll see when he come back. Um, if Shakur stays with Top Rank after July 6th, I can see them making that fight. If not, it's gonna be probably one of them young boys, Mortala or Keyshawn, 2 and 3. I would say Williams or Payler, but I don't know if he'll be the mandatory, and that's a Top Rank belt. But Williams or Payler is number 1 across the board, so he got options, and he's the mandatory for both Tank Davis and Lomachenko. So we'll see. But Mortala, he moved up to number 2. He got Tevin Farmer. Tevin Farmer came in number 12 out the blue. So hey, that tells you everything you need to know what's going to happen July the 13th. That's probably some type of WBO title fight, and I can see Raymond Mortala leapfrogging Zepeda if he wins, because that's a Top Rank belt. We already know this, so we'll see. So y'all see the play. Then you got Keyshawn Davis versus Miguel McDueno. So that's interesting. 3 versus 4. So maybe Top Rank is doing a little mini tournament with Mortala and Farmer, Davis and Mudeno, and the winners fight each other. I mean, why not? Because really at the top, they not gonna fight for a world title anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because Tank and Loma is looking like they're gonna fight in the fall, November. And then Shakur, we don't know what Shakur gonna do yet. You know what I'm saying? And then, because I can see Shakur and Barancek fighting. So if the titles are spoken for and they busy already, what the young guys gonna do? They got to fight each other. Shit, might as well, right? So we're gonna see. Everything else is looking about the same. De Los Santos, Sam Notes. You got Mark Chamberlain. He'll probably be back soon. They got Ferreira, number 10. He come off a loss. Yeah. Andy Cruz, he'll be back August the 3rd. So, yeah. Yes, sir. 130. So, we got some news today about 130 pounds. Emmanuel Navarrete, he's the champion. He going to face Oscar Valdez. They ordered the fight again, the rematch. Valdez is the interim champion, as you guys can see. So, I get it. We just seen that fight, though, and it really wasn't that competitive. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It should be action-packed, though. Albert Bell deserves the opportunity, but I don't know what they're going to do for him. He's number 1. Andres Cortez, so he missed weight today for his fight tomorrow against Abraham Nova. So they slid Abraham Nova in at number 14. So that was like an indicator that the winner will probably get the winner between Navarrete and Valdez, the rematch. So, but we'll have to see, man. Him missing weight is not a good look, but he only missed weight by 8 ounces or something. I don't know. So we're gonna see. That should be a solid fight tomorrow. Him and LeBron is coming back. He fighting on Boots on the card. He got Christopher Diaz. We seen Mark Marcelo last weekend. Lynn Wilson is fighting in a couple weeks. So yeah, featherweight. So Espinoza is defending his title tomorrow versus number 2 Sergio Sanchez. Yeah. So man, I think so. This is a good fight for Espinoza as his Top Rank debut. Basically, he just signed with them, so it's a fight he should win. So he got big things coming if you win. I mean, I think they're gonna run it back with Robesi. If Robesi win next week, they're gonna run it back. He has a mandatory who Top Rank signed. That's Arnold Kagai, but they're willing to, wait a little while to get their opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So Arnold Kagai is fighting in August. He gonna make his Top Rank debut. You know what I'm saying? Russell Red Jelly Roll promoting. Oh yeah, I remember that shit. Yeah, that shit done fell out like 10 times. So yeah, we're gonna see. Bruce Carrington is right there. So, he right there. He gonna be number 1 pretty soon. Fight for a world title. We'll see. I think they'll probably get him some more. I can see them rescheduling Bruce Carrington versus Vivas. I can see them doing that. D-Lo in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. But Shushu is definitely there. He coming. Ruben Villa, he's number 5 right here, but he's number 1 in the WBC. So he's there too. You know what I'm saying? Top Rank got a lot of work at 126. I mean, they got half of these guys they got signed already, so they can do like a round robin for real. Benitez, he's fighting Real Basic next week. You know what I'm saying? So it should be solid. I think Benitez beat Zhu Can, the Chinese fighter. I think yeah, he beat him. Louis Neri, you got Fulton. Fulton should be back in August. Looking like it's looking like running Rios for Fulton, and that's gonna be on Caleb Plant's undercard. Caleb Plant might be fighting for one of these interim titles too, so y'all stay tuned. Yes, sir. 122. Anyway is undisputed. So news came out about him fighting TJ Doheny. The WBA ordered MJ, but I get why they're going with TJ Doheny though. It actually makes sense. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't get the fight over there in the UK, so they're gonna fight in Japan. TJ Doheny, since he lost the fight to Sam Goodman, he been in Japan beating up all the Japanese fighters. So, you know, I guess they think this is some prideful shit. So he got to restore the honor and shit of his countrymen. So that's really what it's about though, because Doheny been going crazy over there, and the media over there is kind of like taking to him. So that's why they chose him over MJ. Because real talk, he beating all of them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he ducking. You know what I'm saying? So I think some people will come out with that. They just don't understand how politics and how the shit is. We quick to call somebody a duck without knowing what's going on. But it's all good. Sam Goodman. So Sam Goodman, it's supposed to have been him in September. He turned it down. So he gonna fight in July. If he wins, he'll be able to get Anyway in December. So that's good though. We'll get to see Naoya Anyway, one of the best fighters in the world. 3 fights this year if everything goes well. Neri, Doheny, and then Sam Goodman. And if you really understanding the landscape at 122, all 3 of those guys is like top 10 opponents, top 5, top 10 opponents. And that's what it used to be like, right? They want guys to fight within the top 10, and that's what used to happen before. But a lot of people don't understand the landscape of these divisions, so they automatically say it's a duck, it's this, it's that. TJ Doheny is a former world champion. I think he went to Japan to win his title, so he got some history. You know what I'm saying? So locally, that fight actually makes sense. I gotta go do my research though, and just confirm it myself. But yeah, I'm not mad at it, especially if you favor Naoya Anyway against everybody in the division. So whether he fight Doheny, MJ, Sam Goodman, Elijah Pierce, whoever, we're gonna favor him to win, right? Might be September 24th, not the 9th. Gotcha, bro. I appreciate it. Yes, sir. Neri number 1, Doheny. Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, those not bad fights. And I think Doheny so he's number 2 here. I think he got a high ranking in the WBC too. So it's not a bad fight. It's just, I'm good. Okay, so I know I wasn't tripping. That was on ESPN Plus too. I remember seeing it. It was like when they first started that shit. So yeah, we good. I like it. So MJ, we'll see what's up with him. Maybe he'll fight an interim title fight. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he fight Elijah Pierce. He got a high ranking. He gonna fight next week. That's a must win for him. Dennis McCann coming back. He got a rematch versus Bellotta. You gotta be careful with Bellotta. He be upsetting guys. Oh, Cardenas, he got a high rank in the WBA too. So we'll see how they miss and match it. I think him and MJ got the same trainer though. Yeah. Picasso number 1 in the WBC. So yeah, man, it's like I said, these guys underneath Anyway, they should be jockeying for position, eliminators, all that good shit, right? So when he vacate, go to 26 sometime, right, next year, they can be in position to fight for a vacant title. You know what I'm saying? 118. Taki, the new champion. You know what I'm saying? He upset Jason Maloney. So we'll see if he have a mandatory right away, because that was a voluntary. Because Jason Maloney won the vacant title against Ashwin Labio. Then he fought Saul Sanchez in January, voluntary. Then he fought another voluntary. So I'm guessing my man Taki got a mandatory. Hyga. That's a solid fight. Cuellar, Medina, Vargas. Vargas was ordered to fight somebody. I seen it somewhere. I think Vargas is in line to face Tacoma anyway. But I seen that somewhere. Christian Carto, number 15. So he's fighting on Boots undercard. So that's a good look for him. Maybe he can climb up the rankings. You know what I'm saying? Tension, he'll be back pretty soon, July 20th. So yeah, yes sir. He said undercard of there you go. Appreciate you, bro. I know I seen that shit. I'm not sure yet because Tacoma got mandatory done. Yeah, that's right. He had like two. Vargas won an eliminator versus Jonathan Rodriguez. So yeah, he might not have to do back to back. So maybe he can get a unification. Yeah, maybe he can get a unification. Follow his brother's footsteps. So we'll see. 115, Kosei Tanaka. He got a fight coming up. We got Francisco Rodriguez, I believe. What was it, John? It's one of the Rodriguez. I think it's Francisco. Yeah. So he in a good position too. We'll see if he can fight one of the other champions. But Tanaka is solid. I think he's a 4 division world champion. He kind of on the radar though. Well, I like Tanaka though. You know what I'm saying? Jonathan, number 12. Okay, appreciate you. I know it was one of them. Yeah, Jonathan Rodriguez. Yo, those guys, Jonathan Rodriguez, Israel Gonzalez, Argy Cortez, Francisco Rodriguez, all those Mexican fighters are like good ass contenders in this division. They trial horses. You know what I'm saying? They stepped up and fought the best and performed real well. And when they lose, they give a valiant effort. And that's what makes a division kind of good. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not just top heavy with the top names, right? Bam, Estrada, you got Ioka, you got Martinez and Tanaka, right? Fernando Martinez. But you got the contenders that give these guys tough ass fights. What's the other guy that just beat the Maloney brother? Slipping my mind. But Pedro Guevara. Got those guys right there, make the division real good. Underrated too. Because when you fight them, when you're in a life or death situation. Look at Christoph Rosales, number 2. That's something new right there. I know he was supposed to be in line to fight for the vacant WBC at 112. But even with him, former world champion. So that's what I'm saying when you really evaluating the division, it's not just the top guys. It's kind of how deep the division is. And then they got prospects, they got contenders, former world title challengers that can give you good run. Then you got guys moving up. So yeah, that's how I kind of evaluate a division. That's just me. 112, we got a vacant title. Number 2 versus number 3 gonna fight for it. And that's gonna be a good fight too. Jonathan Gonzalez is a new entry. He vacated his WBO title at 108 pounds to campaign at 112. So he automatically number 1. So he'll probably get the winner between Cano and Oscarwega. So we're gonna see. And that's, you know what I'm saying? That kind of on line and on par with what the WBO does. You know what I'm saying? If you're a champion in the other division, when you vacate, they automatically put you number 1 and let you try to get an opportunity quick. Ricardo Sandoval, he got former world champion Angel Acosta July the 6th. That's going to be a war. That's going to be a war right there. Yankee Rivera had a good win last weekend. So, yeah. So 112 about to get a shot in the arm. So 2 former world champions is coming to 112. Because Kenshiro looking to vacate his titles at 108. And he coming. He trying to fight for the vacant WBC. You know what I'm saying? You got 3 vacant titles there already. You only got 1 champion currently at 112 pounds, and that's my man Akira. What's his name? Yuri, Sergio Yuri, the Japanese fighter. You know what I'm saying? Who beat Dr. Callian. So yeah, you got some shit now. These guys put themselves in position to fight for a vacant title. I know they kind of spoken for it, but after they win a vacant title, more than likely they're gonna have mandatory defenses. So yeah. All right. Pedro Campa Martin would be on the card too. Okay. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro. So we got 108 pounds. So we got a vacant title, like I just mentioned. Bamba Gonzalez moved up. My boy Anthony, that's your homeboy and shit, BFF. Now they've been going back and forth on Twitter and shit, so that's why I'm joking with him. But yeah, vacant title, so Wata can fight for it. I think he lost. Damn, who he lose to? He lost to Bamba, I think. Yeah, he lost to Bamba Gonzalez a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying? So he in line to fight for the vacant title. Yo, Oscar Collazo can do the same move that Bamba did, vacate his 105 belt and move up to 108 and try to become a 2-division world champion. So yeah, he said Bamba, yeah. So we're gonna see though. So we got vacant titles all over the place. These guys can get in position to fight for it. I spoke on Collazo. So Collazo's the same thing. Yo, so I did hear though. Collazo, if he do stay at 105, he already got an opponent for October. Number 12, Edwin Hernandez. Yep. If he wins, he got a fight coming up. This Hernandez guy. So we'll see. I'm with you though. I think he needs to step up in competition because it really don't make no sense to fight these contenders. He damn near beat half of these dudes. And if he can't get unification, it really ain't no unification for him to get right now because those guys are busy. Unless he can somehow get the WBA champion, that shit gonna be hard as hell. You know what I'm saying? So he might as well go up to 108 pounds, win that vacant title, and then he can be in position maybe to unify with Nasinga. You know what I'm saying? Or any other of the champions. They can do some things. So that's a dilemma for Oscar Collazo. Instead of fighting these contenders, and I mean, he done beat, like I said, he done beat half of them. That's gonna be a good fight. Yeah, I like it too, bro. Yeah, I saw that one. Another one for Collazo. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's time, bro. So yeah, man. So that's what it is. Yo, the WBO rankings don't really have too many crazy stuff going on. Surprises. It's a couple of things that caught my eye though. So we know the news about Navarrete and Valdez, so they ordered that fight, the rematch, which that's not a fight really fans want. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. Honestly, I'd rather see Albert Bell get an opportunity at Navarrete first, because I just seen Oscar Valdez. I seen him just get beat up. I don't know how Navarrete would deal with Albert Bell's style. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But they repeating this shit. Let me see. What's on my eye right here? Oh, so we got new entries. Santiago, number 10. Williams, number 11. So they coming off of victories in June. Nicholas Flash is a new entry. John Torres is a new entry. Brian Norman, they got him as an interim champion. So, yes, sir. Oh, yeah, hold on, go back. So lightweight, Ray Mortala is number 2. Tevin Farmer is number 12. So those guys is fighting in a couple of weeks. So it's likely the winner possibly can be number 1. Because Zepeda is number 1 across the board, but he didn't win an eliminator in the WBO. So that can be or they can do like a little box off. Mortala versus Farmer. You know what I'm saying? And then Keyshawn Davis, number 3 versus number 4, Miguel Madueno. Those guys is fighting pretty soon. And they fighting So yeah, that's another thing to look at too. When these guys, you think who gonna match up, they fighting a week apart from each other. You know what I'm saying? July 6th for Keyshawn, July 13th for Ray Mortala. It's a possibility they can do like a little box off with these guys because they ain't probably gonna get the world title yet. Especially if Shakur get Baranachek, what the other guys gonna do, right? Yes, sir. Let me see. Oh, Earl Spence coming in number 6. That shit always funny because we ain't used to seeing him there. But yeah, that's what's up. Earl Spence. What else caught my eye? Yeah, I think that's about it. Look at Tyson Fury number 2. That's another one that's funny. I don't really see him in the rankings. So yeah, man, that's what it is, yo. I want to salute everybody coming through, rocking with me. You guys, if you want to check it out for yourself, keep up with the updated rankings, go to the WBO website. Just Google that shit, easy money. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to keep up, feel free. Yeah, that's how I do. Yo, make sure you guys tap into the fights tomorrow. We got ESPN card. You know what I'm saying? Rafael Espinosa defending his title. Got some good young fighters on the card as well. So yes, sir. Salute to everybody coming through. You guys can find me on my social media. It's scrolling across the bottom. Twitter, Instagram. Tap in on my website, lduzboxing.com. So that's all I got for you guys. He said thank you. Yeah, he deserves a shot for sure. He deserves a shot. Yo, this some shit behind the scenes shit that you probably gonna never hear, right? Like right after Jared Anderson fought. I forgot the day he fought. I want to say he fought in April. Right? Appreciate that. Angie in the building. Angie Wise Fool. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Albert Bell. I learned that Albert Bell was going to go back to Top Rank and have a working relationship with Top Rank. And he was supposed to fight on Jared Anderson's card in August in Toledo. So it was supposed to have been Jared Anderson, Abdullah Mason, and Albert Bell. Albert Bell from Toledo too. And he was supposed to fight for interim title. No, he was supposed to fight. Damn, I think he was supposed to fight one of them dudes. Hold on, let me go back, bro. Because I see the name is gonna refresh. I think he was supposed to fight Cortez. So he was saying that he was gonna fight Cortez on that undercard in Toledo. But obviously it's not gonna happen because Jared Anderson is the new ambassador of Riyadh season and shit. And he taking his talents over there. So they gave that date to M. Billy. So M. Billy is fighting Derenchenko on that August 17th date. So yeah. Yeah, man, it's crazy what they did to Albert Bell, for sure. They told him to stay active, fight guys in the top 15. He been doing that. He been having highlight reel knockouts. It's like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to tell him. But it is crazy. It's peace, man. Salute to you guys coming through, man. I appreciate it. Much appreciated. That's my time, and I'm out.